Greetings guys, welcome back to the channel. I go by the name of DJ Odyssey. On today's video, I want to do a breakdown. It's been a while since we've done breakdowns. So we're going to break down the song that I had already started, and it sounds something like this. I'm going to start it around here and probably put it somewhere in the middle. So this is how the song sounds like so far. And I'm not really done with it, but I was just trying to show you how I did some things into it, because I feel like it's one of those songs which they have a nice build up, and then at the end of it, when the climax comes in, and then that's where it gets a little bit heavier, and it's very simple to actually do this type of music. So one thing that I'll do now is try to come here at where the chorus is or the climax is, and firstly, the vocals, I've got them using AI, so don't worry about them. I use Suno. I use Suno AI for the vocals. I just prompted to do what I want, and it created a song. And what I did was I extracted the vocals using FL Studio, and it gave me the vocals, so the stem thing. So now we go straight into where the kick is. So we're gonna go with the drums. It's a kick. It's very simple. It's just here, 4 steps like that. I'm using Afro House Universe 3 for my samples. So now a kick looks like that, and then you add in a tom, right? So the tom will be and if you look at this, the velocity of the other tom, it's a little bit lower, and then the other ones are just so they can have the nice, That's very simple. And then now the next thing that I had to add in was a nice ride. It plays once every 2 bars. And then the next thing was to add in a hi-hat. Let's see how the hi-hat goes. Just like that. It just hits where the tom hits. And this is it. It looks very simple as well. And I had to go to my pack for some loops, especially the tops. So I got a top like this one, and they sound like this together. So now the groove is starting to become very nice, right? And then you have a hit. This one is the lower hit, and then it sounds like this. It goes with the tom. So everything else, in a way, goes with how the tom goes, And then I also had a snare, and then trust me, I swear to you, it goes like how the tom goes. Downlifter and an uplifter, however you want to call them, and they go like this. Is the uplifter. And that's how easy the drums were sounding, right? And then now the main thing is to get some good chords. And with the chords, I'm gonna put in the vocals so that you can know where and why I edit such things, you know. So the chords had to go with the vocals, and you have something like this.
I was blind, but now I can. I was running out of patience, but I knew it was my time. I was on the edge of greatness. I just had to take the bite. I was running out of patience, but I knew it was my time. I was on the edge of greatness. I just had to take the bite. I was running out of patience.
And I used Launch Lizard for all of this. And then there's also like a nice thing that I did with the chords here to help it build up from here, so that they don't just come in these chords, you know. So you have like a nice automation. This automation is not a volume. It's actually an EQ, starting from the bottom here. These, I'm cutting the lows and slowly bringing, I'm cutting the highs and actually slowly bringing them in. So something like this.
Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing. I was blind, but now I can.
And that works fine for me. And at this part, there's a bass line that goes like this. It's a bass guitar from Kepler, and it goes like this.
Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing. I was blind, but now I can.
It's a pad here. This pad is just the root note and the fifth, and it sounds like this.
Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing.
And also for it, also here in the intro of it, I also did the same thing that I did with the chords in terms of the automation. It's still an EQ doing the same thing, and it goes like this when it starts. Because there's a kick and a tom here, you're hearing this. And it slowly builds up, you know, and then that's what happens. And then now we get to this part of the song where I added these. These are also pads, if I remember well. And then they also slowly build up into the song. And that works, right? And also what you have to listen for is also the fact that I also added kickstart so that it can have like some kind of a vibration, more like a sidechain on it. And then I also added a spreader so that it can be more stereo-eyed. And then main thing is to cut off the low frequencies, also cut off the high frequencies, especially on the pads, you know, and on the chords, just cut off the low frequencies, right? And then on this part still, there's a melody that comes in at the same time with that. And then I feel like, okay, I also actually did it. It also has a very nice automation, the same thing, you know, that's the same thing that I keep doing. And it keeps growing like that, and then it gets to this part of the song where we already had these sounds.
Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing. I was blind, but now I can.
as you can hear. So the main thing now is also to add in some more sounds. So I added another plug here from Hive, and it also acts as a melody, and it goes like this.
Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing.
And also it has an automation to keep it going up, you know, like that.
Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing. I was blind, but now I can. Step into my new beginnings. Take a breath and hold my hands. Now I finally found my footing. I was blind, but now I can.
As you can see, what I do, cut off the lows and the highs at some point. One thing I did not add onto this, on this part, there's a plug bass from Nexus. It's just the plug. Normally I use UK Pikes, and I'm sure I use that as well here. And then it sounds like this on this part of the song. So while it's building up, there's something that keeps going straight and keeping it afloat. And then we go to this part of the song where I added keyscape for the chords, for some keys, and then they sound like this on their own. As well, cut off the low frequencies, and also I spread it apart so that it can sound more stereo, right? And it sounds like this.
I was blind, but now I can. I was running out of patience, but I knew it was my time. I was on the edge of greatness.
And you already have everything here, and it's gonna go like this.
I was blind, but now I can. I was running out of patience, but I knew it was my time. I was on the edge of greatness. I just had to take it back. I was running out of patience, but I knew it was my time. I was on the edge of greatness. I just had to take it back.
And this is how you actually make this type of music. Very simple, and it's up to you what else you add on into this. As you can see, I've added like a nice top here, which now when it continues, there's a top that comes in from here.
Had to take it back.
And as it keeps going, I will probably add in more things at the climax of the song on the second part of it, and then get a bridge, and then the song is becoming very simple and very simple. So I hope you learn something from all of this. So guys, I'll see you on my next tutorial. I'll just try to play this and see if you like it or not. Peace, man.